What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking all about the rally in gold and silver. As stimulus talks are back on the table, this is what I've been talking about. And you guys know me, I've been a long-term gold bull. Nothing's changed for me, so this wasn't, a surprise for me. But I know a lot of you guys, some of you guys probably jumped ship on the gold trade, bailed or whatever. Those are the weak hands. Just kidding, guys. But gold's back on fire today. We're going to be talking all about that, gold, silver, our favorite mining stocks, racking up the gains, as well as talking about the little pullback we had for Mindmed today. So anyways, guys, it's gonna be an awesome video. I'm excited to be talking about this, and I knew it was just a matter of time, but it's nice to see, when I maintain one outlook, maintain one direction, and just stick with it. So that's all I gotta say, and let's get straight into this video. Last but not least, if you do support me, the channel, and all the videos, then kindly explode that like button. It takes just 1 second of your time, and it helps my videos so very much, along with subscribing. Don't forget to cash that subscribe button and ring the market bell for notifications. And I promise to bring you guys constant updates just like this on the markets, on our favorite stocks, gold, silver, all the growth stocks that we talk about. So guys, let's get straight into it. The first thing I wanted to say was let's get Departure stocks to 1,000 subscribers. We're just 25 subscribers away. Sorry, 24 subscribers away. I just had to refresh that. I will be dropping a new video on Departure stocks, going in depth on a couple gold stocks today. I think I'm going to analyze a couple of my favorite gold stocks. I might make a video, my favorite gold stocks for 2021. I think I'll pick 5, but feel free to drop some comments below down in the video here, and I'll read the comments before I shoot the video. So I will be dropping a video on Departure stocks today about my 5 favorite gold and silver mining and exploration stocks for 2021. Just as I think, the gold market's looking like it's turning a corner. We were waiting on stimulus. Now they're talking about stimulus, and I think that this is very significant. We're also going to be taking a look at the US dollar. The US dollar is tanking today, and that's all good news for gold. That equates to an over 2% move in gold and an over 6% move in silver. So we'll be talking about that. Anyway, subscribe to Departure stocks, and I'll keep on saying it until we get to 1,000, and then I'll keep on saying it after that. The channel has grown so much, so quick, and I'm so happy, guys. We talked about a lot of awesome topics there. It's more raw, unedited content and a more so discussion. So let's get into comment of the day. We're going to blow through a couple quick comments. Yesterday's video did really well, and once again, thank you guys. Way more likes, way more views, and it's nice to see us giving you guys that diversity, and it seems to be working a little bit more favorable in the algorithm. So one step away, Baby taking off. Thank you for leading me on to this crown jewel. And Baby did pull back today, along with a couple of the other growth stocks. I believe Baby, TAT, Mindmed. A couple of the stocks that were running like crazy actually pulled back today, surprisingly on a green day. But it is what it is. They don't always track the market, and they've been outperforming the market dramatically. So we're at a very interesting time right now. Next comment of the day goes to Timothy Zub. Talk about the Carebook investor postings. And we did have that up there for you guys. Carebook closed, I believe, around 152, up 1.33%. Finally, a green day. Now, insiders have been buying up this stock. They did announce on the 25th and on the 30th. 14,500 shares were bought on the 25th, but 202,000 shares for a total of $331,000. That was disclosed on November 30th, probably purchased a little bit before that. So Carebook insiders have in fact been buying this stock, which makes me a lot more comfortable, despite being down 10% on my position already. And they own 55.5% of the issued and outstanding common shares, which is very nice to see that management and insiders have a lot of skin in the game. Next comment of the day goes to Andrew Flieger. I've been extremely bullish on gold and silver since the recent downturn on the commodity. Good way to hedge in case of another crash or small economic contraction. So yeah, for any of you guys who have stayed bullish on gold, been patient, and added to your positions, not that I ever said you should, because I don't give financial advice on here, but I've been adding to my positions, averaging down on a few of my favorite companies, and we're pretty much already in the green, because the last leg down in gold, the miners and the explorers didn't really suffer. A bunch of the large caps did drop, though. I think right now is an interesting time to take a look at some large cap mining stocks like Barrick, Kinross, Newmont, Kirkland Lake. But anyways, we'll get into that a little bit later on in the video. I wanted to provide you guys with all the updates on gold. Let's get to the news. Before we do that though, guys, I wanted to remind you that we do have a full access insider platform for Departures Capital, $10 a month or $100 a year. And I do post in this every single week one private video on our strategy, our positioning. I post a monthly report, all of our trades, full access to our public portfolio. So if you're just, you're just getting started in the market, you're looking back at gold stocks again, you can see which stocks we own, our full public portfolio, along with all the other stocks. We've got a couple growth stocks in there, very interesting strategy, along with some dividend investing as well. So we pretty much cover it all. You can see all the content there. Feel free to subscribe to our full access insider program, $10 a month, $100 a year, and I will continue to build that out as it grows. Now, gold is back above 1800 after multiple beatings. So let's take a look at the news. We've got a bunch of articles for you guys, some positive news when it comes to gold. And then we're just going to talk quickly about a few of our favorite stocks, and then that will be it for the video, as this is your market recap. So the beatings were so severe and seemingly endless that people thought they would never stop. But halt they have, and gold has risen meaningfully for the first time in over a month. So that's the thing about these metals. They get beat up, no one likes them, but usually when that's the case, you're right about to turn a corner and sentiment shifts so dramatically. Like, it's shifted so dramatically to the bearish case. And I bet you that in the next week or two, we're going to see a Kitco Gold survey of increased sentiment in the gold sector on the bullish side. So we'll see. That's just my prediction. So the Dow did climb today on renewed stimulus hopes and vaccine news. So the Dow rebounded Tuesday following a soft start to the week as renewed hopes of fiscal stimulus and positive vaccine news lifted investor sentiment and eased worries about global illness infections across the U.S. So we are seeing the Dow close up 0.63%. I thought we were going to crack 30,000 again, and we didn't. So the indexes are struggling right around 30,000. I think that that's a pretty significant level of resistance, but I do feel like we will break out and get above that. Now let's take a look at gold. Gold is trading at $18.18, up $37 per ounce or 2.1%, which is awesome, and it's holding on to those gains. I expect this to continue. I was talking about this trade for such a long time, positioning myself, willing to add at 1750 if we got there, willing to add at 1700, because I knew that stimulus talks would have to come eventually. And this is just one green day, so don't expect, the market to miraculously change, but it is a positive sign. So the market is looking ahead and thinking, oh my gosh, stimulus is probably going to be a thing. Silver, on the other hand, is up 6.75%. Very, very, very strong day for silver today. Silver is looking very bullish. And the last thing I wanted to take a look at before we dive into all of the news when it comes to gold and silver is the US dollar. So the US dollar is tanking today, down to 91.20. And I talked about this when we were touching 92 on the DXY. Things, weren't looking too good. I thought it was going to lose support, and it did. So if we look at the 5-year chart, I think this opens up room to fall to 90 or 89. And then if that level doesn't hold, I think that there's much, much more downside. I think in 2021, we could potentially get the DXY falling down to the 70-80 range. I know some of the major US banks predict a 20% drop in the US dollar, so that will be very, very positive for gold and commodities in general. So I'm maintaining a long-term bullish outlook on gold for, the uncertainty, the stimulus, the amount of debt, people's dwindling enthusiasm when it comes to fiat currencies, and those being a store of value. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm a gold bull, so what do you want from me? Anyways, let's take a look at some news now, and we've got a bunch of articles, so bear with me, guys. This is all news when it comes to gold and silver, and if that's why you're here, great, because I've got a lot of news for you guys. And then at the end of the video, we'll take a look at a few of our favorite stocks, including Mindmed, including some gold stocks that ran like crazy today. Nice to see some gains. Powell stresses importance of lending programs, calls economic outlook extraordinarily uncertain. And what does extraordinarily uncertain mean? In my opinion, positive for gold. So Federal Chair Jerome Powell and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin are speaking before Congress this week as part of a mandated updates on the CARES Act funding. The act provided trillions in funding to help the economy through the global illness. In prepared remarks, Powell stressed the importance of the Fed's lending programs through the act. Several of those programs will end December 31st. Mnuchin said the funds would be better spent elsewhere. The central bank chair offered a lukewarm view of the economy, saying the outlook has become extraordinarily uncertain. So, what does that mean to me? That means stimulus is going to come back. So these programs serve as a backdrop to key credit markets and have helped restore the flow of credit from private lenders through normal channels. In separate remarks, Mnuchin said the $455 billion in funding directed to the Fed would be better spent on other purchases. The Fed has said it would have preferred to continue the programs into next year. So I think we're going to get more stimulus. This is just to reiterate, Goldman City see gold above 2,000 in 2021. The bull market is not over. So Goldman Sachs and Citibank are very bullish on gold, at least above 2,000. Now some commentary from Kitco. So big rebounds for gold, silver, but bulls have more work to do, which is what I said. This is just one green day, guys. So don't expect, oh my gosh, we're back into a bull market. But it is nice to see gold above 1,800 again. So gold and silver futures prices are sharply up in midday US trading Tuesday. Heavy short covering the futures market and perceived bargain buying in the cash market are featured today following recent solid losses that push gold to a 5-month low. So let's see. London vaults see record gold holdings for 6 straight months. I just thought this was some interesting information, so we will talk about that. For this 6th consecutive month, physical gold held in vaults in London reached record levels according to the latest trade data from the London Bullion Market Association. In this monthly clearing statistics, the LBMA said that gold stored in London vaults in October totaled 9,350 tons, which was valued at a record of 565.7 billion. Meanwhile, the data showed that vaults held a total of 33,440 tons of silver, valued at 25.4 billion. So, people holding lots of physical bullion. Now, gold has room to push to 1,900, but a recovery is premature, ANG traders. So, gold prices are back above 1,800 an ounce and could have room to run on the back of a weaker US dollar. In a report published last week, analysts at ANG Traders said they see gold prices rising to 1,900 an ounce as prices have bounced off critical support around 1,770 an ounce, which represents a 50% retracement from the lows in March to August's all-time high. So, in the medium term, 6 months, gold is likely to be weak, but after all, it is likely to enter an extended bull market, the analysts said. The behavior of gold and the dollar is similar to 2000. The dollar is at the lower boundary of its trading range, and gold has made a high. A rising dollar in the medium term, like in 2000, could send gold lower for a few months until the improving economy resurrects inflation expectations and causes the dollar to resume its bear market and gold its bull market. I think gold will be range bound definitely between 1,800 and 2,000, but I think that there will be factors early next year in 2021 that could push gold to above 2,000, should push gold above 2,000, and as long as we trade somewhere between, let's say, 1,800 and 2,200, I'd be very happy with that, and I'm sure most of the gold companies would be as well. So I don't think we're going to get a Bitcoin-style rise in gold, but strong prices, steady prices, it's good for all sectors of the market. So gold price starts December above 1,800 following dismal November. What does Commerce Bank have to say? Recently, outflows have registered on 14 of 16 days of trading. Yesterday saw a further 12 tons of outflows. ETF investors have thus become a negative factor for the gold price after the purchases had previously driven up the price between April and August. So I think the majority of the selling is over now that we're starting to refocus on stimulus talks. So I don't think we're out of the water yet for gold, but it is definitely a really nice day. And let's take a look at the charts now for gold to see kind of, where we're at. We'll do a quick little technical analysis when it comes to gold, guys. So yeah, I mean, it did look like we ran into some support right around 1770 by the looks of the charts. We're bouncing back above 1,800, and for the near term, I mean, there's not too much to stop gold in terms of resistance levels, just as we haven't really traded above 1,800 for quite some time. So more positive news for gold. I could see it running. I think the first level that's going to pose as a level of heavy resistance will probably be 1850, because that was a heavy level of support to break. But when we did, we fell like a rock. So I would watch for gold to trade up to 1850 if we still do get more positive news, weaker US dollar, and then take it from there. So that's my opinion on gold. Let's see silver, guys. So on the other hand, let's take a look at the charts for silver. We'll pull up the 4-hour charts. And yeah, like I said, silver did hold on to that $22 level. If it didn't, I felt like we were going to fall into the teens. But once again, we're back up. And around 24 does look like a pretty heavy level of resistance. But if we can get above 24.50, we might have clear sailing back up to 26. The charts look neutral right now because we technically did make lower lows. So I would expect stimulus to push it. So let's take a look at some of our favorite gold mining stocks. I will go a little bit more in depth in the video on Departure's stocks for you guys today. We will be talking all about gold on both channels. So Fosterville South, and these are the closing numbers, FYI. So Fosterville South up 3.67%. I got my Leviathan shares. You guys should have as well. And I believe that they're supposed to start trading in a week or two. So we'll see how Leviathan trades. I know they increased their financing again. Actually, we can bring that up for you guys. Leviathan announces further increase to previously announced brokered private placement to 12.9 million. So Leviathan Gold first had a $7.5 million private placement that was increased to 9.9. Now it's increased again to 12.9. As Brian said, there was so much interest in the project. So that's really nice to know that people are willing to, finance this Leviathan Gold deal. It makes me confident about just holding those shares. I plan to hold Fosterville and Leviathan just for the long run. Like I said, I might take some profits on some of my gold mining stocks mid-2021 if gold does run to record highs. But for now, I am just long-term very happy with the performance. Discovery Metals on fire, up 8.98%. Very happy with this. This thing looks like it's ready to run. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get fresh 52-week highs for Discovery. That poses a lot of upside. But we do have to get that run for gold and silver in order for that to happen, in my opinion. So Discovery Metals for me is a stock that I want to hold at least until they get that new resource estimate and that new resource report. I think that based on their substantial drill program, they're going to have a lot of good news in about mid-2021. So this is more of a 6 months to a year investment for me. And then when the report comes out, we'll reassess the situation. Reina Silver up 4.4%, trying to get their CEO back on for a new video. He's a really awesome guy. I think this stock has the potential to be a couple dollars. Right now we're sitting at 95 cents with 52 highs of $1.74. So a lot of these stocks, a lot of these charts, they look so good right now. And, with silver and gold just starting to, get some life back into them, starting to get fired up, I think, we're going to see some really awesome runs for these companies if the metals hold up. Like, look at this, guys. Like, we're below $1 still. We traded well above $1, $1.30, $1.40, all the way up to $1.70 for quite a while. The next leg up for gold and silver, I think, we could see fresh all-time highs. So it's an exciting time to take a look at some of these stocks, and I really think they don't get enough attention. But that's just me. Never financial advice. Always do your own research. Don't buy any stocks because I talk about them or because I like them. Next company, Silver One Resources. Another silver explorer. I did pick some up around 60 cents. We're now at 66 cents. I really wish I picked some up at 50 cents. That looks like a steal. But Eric Sprott owns a lot of this company. And if we look at the longer term charts, 87-cent highs. We're currently at 60. So I think we'll be over $1 if the market picks up. Still my favorite large cap stock, although it didn't perform too great today. Kirkland Lake Gold. So Kirkland Lake was up 0.39% today to $53. Now it did bounce off $50 lows. Does pay a nice dividend. I think a lot of the large cap producers right now are very cheap compared to, what they're going to be making in terms of cash flow, the amount of cash they have on their balance sheet. Kirkland Lake, Barrick, those two companies, I think, are very much on sale right now for the large cap sector. Newmont's a little bit more expensive, but yeah. So, And then last but not least, guys, we're going to talk about a few growth stocks, and then that will be it for the video. So Mindmed did decline 4.19% today, all thanks to Compass tanking over 10%. So I expected a little bit of a pullback in this sector. I'm comfortable with my position in Mindmed now, waiting for it to I want to see if it holds $2. I did in fact talk to JR today on Instagram, and he said we'll have to do a catch-up call after the financing closes December 8th. We're going to have to do another interview, which makes me believe that they're probably going to have some more news flow after that financing closes. Companies tend to be fairly quiet around, waiting for financing to close. So I'll be looking at Mindmed next week as we get closer to that financing closing, potentially on Monday. I'm thinking, might be a buying opportunity. Once again, that's just my opinion. But financing closes on the 8th, so should have some more exciting news. After that, I am also looking to add Numi and Midison to the portfolio, so we'll have to take a look at it. But anyways, guys, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Awesome day for gold. Congratulations to all my gold and silver investors who have stuck with me and the channel on this, long drawn out decline, although we knew the fundamentals remained, so this is not a surprise, but let's hope for higher prices. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.